R3, which is currently all administrative securities based on the knowledge.
स्विगी वन पे ऑफर रिवॉर्ड्स में
Guys, just mute
नहीं,
yourself.
मेरे ईमेल पे नहीं मिलेगा वो, बस मेरे को वो लिंक आएगा, वो लिंक भेजना पड़ेगा तेरे को.
Okay, so you'll configure the router to support the server-based authentication using the TACACS protocol. This TACACS plus server has been, pre-configured with the following. Like the first is the client R2, which is using the keyboard TACACS 55, and another is the user account admin 2 and the password that we can use admin 55.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is this TACACS plus and radius protocol like?
This is a the server base the TACACS, and it's a kind of radius, and TACACS is the one of the server name. And if you go for the specifications of this particular TACACS server, right? So this is basically it allow the client to accept that particular user name and their password, and it send that query to the TACACS server for authentication and not. So for that case, we uses that TACACS server. Also, you can say that it basically reduce all the network security risk, right? So for that purpose, we uses this type of TACACS server. Okay, and similarly, if you go for this, another is what is a radius server. So this is basically it uses this kind of remote access, right? Or remote authentications from this different users whenever you are connecting. So it often use that backend of this 802.1x authentications protocols, right? So basically, it is running with the multiple operating system, whether we are using Mac OS or you're using Unix or Windows. So in different cases, in different operating system, radius server is used, and it process with this port remote access, right? So there are two servers which we will be using over here. That is your radius server and as well as the TACACS servers, right? So for user authentication, we will follow with the TACACS servers, and for the remote access, then we can follow with the radius server. So for that cases, like they have configured the different server with their IP and all. You can see on the IP table as well, addressing table, and there you'll find. And there is a client who is using that the keyboard and all that they have already been described, which will be used in the task when you perform the one by one each task. So they have defined some configured. They have already configured some of the the password and all. So these are the pre-configured information they have shared over here. Like when you configure the router 3, and when you will be connecting to the client to this router, so you have to use this password. Then user account is this, and password that you have to enter this one only. So this is the pre-configured information they have given. So when you go for the actual configuration, there it will be required. There will talk about OSPF routing protocol, or you'll enable the secret passwords. So for that, you have to use Cisco ENPA 55, right? And when you go for the admin, right? When you use the radius server, so for that, your username and password will be different, right? So these are the things that you have to configure in your packet tracer. So let's move ahead with the first part. So in the first part, we have to configure server-based AAA authentication using TACACS on R2 on the second router. So we have to test first the connectivity PCA to PCB. So if we go to the PCA, go to the desktop and hit the command prompt and type the IP of PCB. So you can check it from here as well. PCB, what is the IP? So PCB IP is 192.168.2.3, right? So you can type ping 192.168.2.3. Check the connectivity. Are you able to connect or not? So maybe the first request will be out, but the rest of the packet will start sending. So are you able to communicate? Just see here. You are sending the packet and it is having the 25% loss. Let me try once again. There would be a 0% loss. So 100% like your packet has been sent to the destinations that we have verified from the PCA. Again, you can verify from PCA to PCC as well. So we are just checking the connectivity of all these, the devices which is connected over here in this environment, right? So PC, if you connect PCC, so PCC is having the IP of, just see here, PCC like 192.168.3.3, right? So enter this IP, ping 192.168.3.3. Just hit enter. Okay, that's done. So this one also pinging, right? Then try once again because first request time was out. Now this time there is no request time out, right? So here it will move ahead with the second step. Just see. We have did it for the PC A to B and A to C. Now we'll ping from B to C. So just close this window. Go to PCB. Here is PCB. Just go to the one from ping 192.160 PCC IP. Just check it. B to C. Okay. मेरा हमारा B C का क्या है 192.163.3 192.168.3.3. Enter. Yeah, that's connecting. Good. 0% loss. You can check here. Now in the second step, we have to configure a backup local address entry for the admin. And for backup purpose, we have to configure a local username of admin2 and the secret password is admin2 PCB. Just see. Backup local database entry. But they are here in configurations. You just go to the third step. Here, the configure backup local database entry for the admin for backup purpose and configure local username admin and secret password here. This one is already given at the starting of this. You can see, yeah, this is an admin2 and password admin2 PA55. In the second part also, ये वही है तो इसको skip कर दो ये जरूरत पड़ेगा तो हम इसको use करेंगे क्या now you can move to the step 3 where we have to verify the TACACS server configurations. So how to check that on the service? Yes, tell me. What is asked?
सर उसको TACACS सर्वर में चेक करना होगा उसमें है कि नहीं यूजर एंट्री.
Yeah, I'm just going to the TACS server site. Just your server here that where we will be checking. So you have to just simply go to the TACACS servers. Now this server they are talking about. And there it will go to just click on the services AAA server, right? And their admin2 here you can see that they have configured already. So you have to just verify that this admin2 and pass admin2 is there already. You can see it's already been added here, right? So you can go to that AAA protocol services. There we have verified. You can also check it from your side. So you will see that there is a network configuration entry for R2 and user setup entry for admin2. For the R2, This is for the R2. Yes, that we have seen that. TACACS server that is already connected, and the type is TACACS, and the key is TACACS PA55. And for admin 2 also, router 2 and admin 2 that has been already been configured. So we have to verify just we did it here, right? Now what you'll configure, if you configure the TACACS server space on the R2. So you have to configure AAA TACACS server IP address and the secret key on R2. So for this case, you have to go to the R2, and where you'll post, you'll connect that particular, the TACACS service from this R2, right? So let me open this R2. Just let me close this. This is your R2. Click over there. Go to the CLI. Enable. And enable. What is the password? Enable password, guys. Just now we have seen. दिया था ना इधर ऑब्जेक्टिव में तुम्हारा
इसको EN वाला है।
इसको इन वाला पासवर्ड देता है तो वो डालना पड़ेगा तुमको या दिस वन पासवर्ड यू हैव टू एंटर इसको EN PA55 इसको ENPA55 enter. Yeah, now we are in the user from the user mode you came up to the enable mode, and now here if you will type the conf, you will be in the configuration mode, right? So just enter it conf, done, and just simply configure. You need to connect to the TACACS servers right here. So how do you connect? Just simply type the host and their IP address of this TACACS server. What is the IP? 192.162.2. So you have to connect TACACS. Just type the name TAS. I can copy it directly from here. But it is for your host 192.168.2. Just enter it. Enter and TACACS server key. Yes, you have to do. That's done. Now you can configure, AAA login authentication for the console access on R2. So we have to enable AAA on R2 and configure all the logins to authenticate this AAA server. So if it is not available, then you can use the local database, right? So you can create a console password as well, but they have not been given yet. So just we can move ahead to the next part, like where we have to configure the line concept to use that AAA authentication method. So configure this AAA authentication for the console login, which can use for the default AAA authentication methods, right? And there we will verify. So previously also we did it, like how do we create that line console, and accordingly you can verify from the AAA authentications, right? So once you'll move to the local database, backup local database entry, that is called admin. So in this case, you will find like you have to go to the Radius server. I mean, while connecting to the R3, right? So this part you have to do it. Like these are the things like line console password you have to set from the step number where they are asking for configuring the login authentication for console access on the R2. It will exit from here. You just see it will exit, right? And it will type EN. So see, you will be in the line console here. So you have to type your console password. Then only you can go to the even enable mode, right? Because you are typing that enable password, so you are able to enter the privilege mode, right? And then when you type in the conf, then you will be in global configuration mode, right? In this way you are moving. So for the line console, again the console password you have to set, right? Again, so there is also there is a multiple way that you can connect to the console password, right? You can type line VTY console and for which interface you are connecting, that you can configure. But what I'll do, I'll go for the second part that you have to complete this step, like step number 5 to 7. When you'll move to the second part where we have to authenticate the radius on R3. So there again you have to check with this radius server. Simply you have to go to the radius server here, services, and you can click on the AAA. So this is for the R3 and their admin password they have created. You can verify this, right, initially. And in the second case, if we look at here, just see where we have to connect that your host radius server with this IP. So you have to just go to the third router. If I go to R3 and we'll connect it, just go to the CLI, just enter the password of this 4EN8855. Hit enter. Now just come to the configuration mode, and there you can type the radius server host and that the IP address. So this is for the radius server host 192.168.3.2. Just enter it. Sorry, this is this router. Can close this R4 in place. Just hit enter, and then you can connect radius server key radius password. Next one. Done. Then in the next step, where we have to configure the login authentication for console access on R3, right? So that you have to configure. Just do it, all of you. Complete it fast. Let me see how many you are able to complete. Else I will, yeah, you try it. Otherwise, I'll show you. So I will show that all the steps if you're not able to set the console password. Let me see how much you're able to do that. Try all of it. I mean, where you have to try? At the step number 4 to have to go ahead up to 6, 4 to 6. And in this case also 4 to 6. Sorry, 4 is done. 5 to 7.
सर ये रेडियस सर्वर की रेडियस PA55 इसका मतलब क्या?
क्या वो पासवर्ड है? कौन सा वाला बोल रहे हैं?
सर रेडियस सर्वर की रेडियस PA55.
एक मिनट. Here you are asking, tell me the number.
सर जहाँ पे होस्ट सेलेक्ट किए थे, सेट किए थे सॉरी. हाँ यहाँ पे
ये
अगर हाँ या सर TACS का भी
नहीं,
अगर देखें
था ना रेडियस सर्वर का. ये तुम जब कनेक्ट किया था वहां पे दिखा रहता. ये की है जो कि उसको डिक्रिप्ट जब करते हो ना तो उसमें की जरूरत पड़ता है. यहाँ पे वो सिक्योरिटी पर्पस के लिए वो की डाल के रखा है रेडियस सर्वर का.
मतलब सर ये इंक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिदम बता रहा है कि इसका इंक्रिप्शन एल्गोरिदम यूज करना है या फिर कुछ और?
नहीं, ये एक की है. जैसे देखो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, वी आर कॉन्फ़िगरिंग दैट आईपी and sorry, we are going at with that word that some key, that is sector service key, which will be here basically what it will be doing when you will send the packet. Okay, so at the end, right, when it will reach to destination, it should be decrypted. So that's the key should be shared, right? There is a private and public key. There are two key that is used in encryptions, right? The public key is available to all, but the private key is what that when the packet is reached to the destination, from that side it will be decrypted so that you can see the actual message, right? Because whenever the sender is sending message, so in the between sender and receiver, that all the message will be decrypted. So any third party is trying to steal your information, they will not get the actual message, right? So that key basically here for the security purpose, we are just creating TACACS servers key so that your whenever you will do the communication, it will be provide that entire secure environment, right? So if you at the starting of this, देखो यहाँ पे अगर तुम लोग देखोगे, यहाँ पे इसके बारे में ही बताया है. The network topology so that router this is this, and you'll configure router 2 to support the server based authentication using TACACS protocol. ये जो है ना, ये एक सर्वर की तरह यहाँ पे यूज हुआ है, बट एट द बैक एंड इट इज ऑल्सो वर्क लाइक अ प्रोटोकॉल, है ना. और ये कनेक्ट हो रहा है किसके साथ, R2 के साथ, और जो रेडियस है वो R3 के साथ, राइट. So you'll configure R2 to support the serverless authentication using TACACS protocol, and TACACS server has been the pre-configured with the following the key, like you will see the TACACS PA55. ये जो था R2 के लिए कीवर्ड यूज किया गया था, जो यहाँ पे भी वो हम लोग कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हैं. TACACS देख रहे हो, ये 55 can you see. Similarly here if you look at that second part, देखो ये जो है क्लाइंट R2 यूजिंग द कीवर्ड. तो ये अगर क्लाइंट R2 कनेक्ट कर रहा है TACACS सर्वर्स को, तो उसके लिए ये की चाहिए उसको, जो कि उससे वो क्या करेगा, वो उसको पता है, उसको चल जाएगा कि हाँ दिस इज द एक्चुअल द क्लाइंट, लाइक हु सपोज टू कनेक्ट टू द सर्वर. एवरीबडी विल कैनॉट कनेक्ट टू दैट, राइट. एंड दैट शुड हैव द सम एडमिन एंड पासवर्ड, वो भी उसके पास होना चाहिए. We for the security purpose they are just configuring a kind of key which will create a more secure environment, and before connecting to the server you have to first authenticate. Authentication जब होगा तो वहाँ पे की जरूरत पड़ेगी. Understood?
तो इसका मतलब सर कि वो TACS सर्वर जो है वो राउटर को ऑथेंटिकेट कर रहा है कि मेरा डेटाबेस से तुम वो यूजर नेम पासवर्ड केस कर सको.
Absolutely, absolutely. Understood. So similarly it will be done for the radius as well. तो ये हो गया किसके लिए, TACACS सर्वर के लिए. वैसे ही रेडियस के लिए भी जब जाओगे तो उसके लिए भी एक की है, वो की किसके लिए जनरेट करेगा, बोलो कौन सा राउटर के लिए.
R3 के लिए यूज करेंगे.
R3 के लिए करेगा, क्योंकि R3 हम कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं. अगर R2 करते तो R2 के लिए करता. So have you completed this step 5 to 7 guys in both the side, like radius as well as the TACACS? How many of you completed? Just raise your hand. Raise your hand those who have completed. Okay, very good. Try other people too. कंसोल पासवर्ड क्लिक कर लिए सब लोग, कोई है जो नहीं कर पा रहा है? Just tell me if anybody is having doubt, then you can ask me. How do you create a line console password? किस यूजर के लिए क्रिएट करना है? पहले वाला केस में तुम लोग को राउटर 2 के लिए करना है, तो पहले राउटर 2 पे चले जाओ, ट्राई करो. एवरीबॉडी जस्ट यू कैन ट्राई. And you can type that simple. मैं तो आपको देखो बता दे रहा हूँ, जस्ट सी. अगर जो लोग नहीं कर पा रहे तो पूछ भी रहा है, भी मान लो मेरे को राउटर 3 पे करना है लाइन कंसोल के लिए क्या करोगे? वेरी सिंपल से कमांड है, तुम लोग टाइप कर देना है यूजर और जो भी एडमिन का पासवर्ड जो देना है यू कैन चेक इट। जैसे एडमिन 3 का हमें देना है, देखो यहाँ पे बोला था किसका पासवर्ड लोगे, एडमिन 3 दिस वन। देखो यूजर अकाउंट रहेगा एडमिन 3 रहेगा, पासवर्ड के लिए क्या होगा एडमिन 3 PA55। हाँ, तो यहाँ पे राउटर 2 या राउटर जिसमें भी जाना है, इस राउटर 3 में जाना है, ये कनेक्ट है तुम्हारा रेडियस के लिए, तो इसमें टाइप कर देना कमांड। व्हाट कमांड यू विल टाइप है टेल मी, जो लोग कंप्लीट किया उनको तो पता है क्या टाइप किए थे, यूजर और वो एडमिन का नाम, यस और नो, एडमिन 3 am I audible guys?
यस
Am I
सर।
audible? Okay. एडमिन 3 और फिर यहाँ पे डाल दिया था क्या इसका पासवर्ड। तो यहाँ पे एक सीक्रेट पासवर्ड बना रहे हो तो इसके लिए एक की यूज किया जाता है, क्या है की वो, व्हाट विल टाइप आफ्टर दिस टेल मी।
सीक्रेट।
सीक्रेट और पासवर्ड क्या है तुम्हारा, एडमिन एडमिन 3 PA55, तो टाइप कर दो, एंटर कर दो। तो अब देखो ये पासवर्ड डालने के बाद अब चेक कैसे करोगे, हाउ डू चेक दैट टेल मी एनीवन, कैसे चेक किया तुमने? तो एंटर करने के बाद जो तुम पासवर्ड सेट किया है ये कैसे चेक करेगा, हाउ डू गेट टू नो दैट योर कंसोल पासवर्ड एंड सेट?
वो सर्वर में भी स्टोर हो गया।
कैसे चेक करोगे? तो इधर यहाँ से एग्जिट कर लो, पहले यहाँ से एग्जिट करके भी चेक कर सकते हो या सर्वर में भी देख सकते हो। अभी यहाँ से भी मैं एग्जिट करता हूँ, यहाँ से भी एग्जिट करता हूँ, ये एग्जिट नहीं होगा क्या, दे रहा है, अच्छा ओके। So what I'll do, I'll let me just type that first
कंसोल
the
सर सेट नहीं ना किए अभी।
कंसोल पासवर्ड सेट नहीं हुआ है, तो अगर कंसोल पासवर्ड सेट कर रहे हो तो फिर उसके लिए क्या टाइप करोगे कमांड?
जब कंसोल सेट करेंगे तब ना यहाँ पर आएगा वो।
जस्ट ये अभी मैं बस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में अभी जा रहा हूँ मैं, तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ पहले, लेट मी टाइप इसको ENPA55, let's move to Cisco, what was that, ENPA55, I think it was exit enable. Hmm. I'll call you after, I'm in the class, I'll call you after 5:30. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we were at this, just go to the configuration on T. Okay, let me first check with this. We are at the which server, radius server, and I am in the router 3, right? So just connect to the radius server first. Check your detail. So here, if we go to the AAA, okay, admin password, that is fine. It is there already. This one we have verified. Okay. So just configure from this R2 router. Sorry, R3 router. Just what you will do is simply just configure all this the password. I mean, which we did it earlier, user, and just give that admin. We were at admin 3, so just configure admin secret, and then the password is admin. What was that? P admin P PA 55, right? And then you can enter this AAA authentication mode. So you can mention AAA, and that is for the authentication you are using, right? So if you use this different model, right? So if I'll be going ahead with this AAA new model, so what will be the the authentication default server? So in this case, what you will use AAA new model, right? Hit enter and just enter this AAA authentications. Right, and just the login. And which will be, this is the login for the default user, which is login local, we are creating it. So what you can do, you can write the AAA login, and here you can mention default, right, login, and then you can mention a default login, or do one thing, authentication login default you can mention. Then you can create a group, and then you can go ahead with the line console. Like that way you can configure, right? So this is for AAA authentication login default, right? And then you can mention the group. So this is the group for which one we are creating. This is for the TACACS, right? So TACACS or radius? For which thing we are creating, guys? Tell me.
Radius.
Radius, because R3 is for the radius, right? So you have to mention the radius as well. So just you can copy it, that the name that how they have mentioned. This is for default group, and let me just see. That was the name they have mentioned, na? The radius plus it was or something like that. Vectors, this is R3. Yes. Just write the full name, and that is radius only in capital letter. को मेंशन कर दो यहाँ पर. तो ये था, एक और था radius किसके लिए, we are creating it for which one? Just let me check. That is for radius local server, right? Console is for defined AAA authentication method, and that is for the login authentications. Radius local database के लिए, local है ना, यहाँ पर लिखा है local. तो ये बेसिकली लोकल डेटाबेस के लिए है. तो यहाँ से तुम लोग काम कर सकते हो, रेडियस मेंशन कर दो और लोकल लिख दो, रेडियस, एंड देन इट विल बी लोकल. डन. और उसके बाद जो है लॉगिन ऑथेंटिकेशन क्रिएट कर दो कंसोल के लिए, तो लाइन कंसोल वगैरह डाल सकते हो उसके बाद से तुम लोग। लाइन कंसोल, हाँ कंसोल, यहाँ पे कुछ नंबर जरूरत पड़ता है, रेंज होता है लाइन कंसोल का। तो फर्स्ट लाइन नंबर जो है ये 0 है, तो ये 0 डाल, क्वेश्चन मार्क डालने से तुम्हें पता चल जाएगा कि क्या चीज़ एंटर करना होगा। लाइन कंसोल डाल दो और उसके बाद एंटर कर दो, तो देखो लाइन कंसोल में आ गए, है ना। ये एक इंटरफेस की तरह क्रिएट करता है, इसका ऑथेंटिकेशन यहाँ पे क्रिएट कर दो, लॉगिन ऑथेंटिकेशंस, ऑथेंटिकेशन। उसको जो है डिफॉल्ट कर सकते हैं, लॉगिन ऑथेंटिकेशन, दिस इज मेक इट डिफॉल्ट, राइट। या अब यहाँ से जो है एग्जिट कर सकते हो। ये सारे मोड से जब एग्जिट करोगे तो तुमको जो है स्टार्टिंग में भी पासवर्ड तुमको मांगेगा। मतलब यहाँ से अगर तुम एग्जिट करोगे ना, जस्ट राइट डू राइट, सेव हो जाएगा तुम्हारा पासवर्ड। यहाँ से एग्जिट कर दो, यहाँ से भी एग्जिट करो, फिर देखो अब तुम्हारा कंसोल पासवर्ड एक मांग रहा है। क्या पासवर्ड हमने दिया है बताओ, व्हाट वाज द पासवर्ड गाइस, क्या पासवर्ड दिया था बोलो। दिस इज द पासवर्ड एडमिन 3 PA, ये पासवर्ड है हमारा। यहाँ पे वो डालना पड़ेगा तुमको, एडमिन 3 PA, सॉरी ये यूजर नेम, सॉरी यूजर नेम पहले डालो। यूजर नेम क्या लियो, एडमिन 3 लियो, इसको डालो। Can you hear me guys? I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just paste this admin 3 as a username and password में हमने लिया है admin 3 pass 55, ये वाला डाल दो, admin 3 PA और 55, एंटर कर दो, एनेबल कर दो। अच्छा एनेबल पासवर्ड भी डाल रखा है, तो इसको EN PA 55 हो गया। अभी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में आ सकते थे, तो हमने लाइन कंसोल पासवर्ड सेट कर दिया। यही चीज जो है तुम लोग को इसमें भी करना पड़ेगा। ये तुम्हारा जो जो फर्स्ट राउटर है ना, हमने थर्ड का किया है, थर्ड राउटर का 3 कमांड जो है ना, तुम लोग को जाना है और पार्ट 1 में करना है, आई मीन स्टेप 5 से लेकर स्टेप 7 तक। पार्ट 1 जो था जिसमें R1 राउटर, R2 राउटर, ट्यूबर, आपको कॉन्फ़िगर यहाँ पे करना है। स्टेप फॉलो कर देते, डायरेक्ट कॉपी भी कर सकते हो, बस चेंजेस कर देना। वहाँ पे एडमिन 3 जो है एडमिन 2 हो जाएगा, रिमेनिंग थिंग विल बी एज इट इज। So this all the things will be as it is. Just you have to go to the first configuration mode. I will show you how do you do that. तो अभी मैं कौन सा राउटर में हूँ, राउटर 3 में हूँ, एंड द राउटर 2, इसको एनेबल कर दो। इसका पासवर्ड था सिस्को EN PA 55, इसको जाओ कॉन्फ में चले जाओ, और हमने यहाँ पे जो भी कमांड यूज किया है R3 में, उसको यहाँ पे यूज कर सकते हैं। बस थोड़ा सा चेंजेस है, उसको चेंज करके डाल दें। Same command it will be, only you have to change it here 3 to 2 because you are in the second router and you are configuring for the which server, that is TACACS। तो ये डालना है, ये सेम रहेगा कमांड। उसके बाद what you will do, you will configure like user admin 3 Quickly done. Now AAA authentication new model you have to add. This case. Here you can paste this value. Enter. You can move ahead with the सर्टिफिकेशन लॉगिन और रेडियस यहाँ पे रेडियस है हम लोग को वहाँ पे फैक्टर्स डालना है लोकल रहेगा जैसे यहाँ पे वैसे ही यहाँ पे डाल will be as it is so you have to just change it here just to make it factors इसका नाम यहाँ से कॉपी करा that was your the starting of that was factors plus local कर देना ये वाला नाम डाल दो स्टार्टिंग में भी दिया है here you can let me go to third router where I was at the second one okay play model authentication login default local oh sorry oh by mistake I have used this local before of that it should be Tectus here and paste it there only Tectus plus local okay can check it this is approved radius just give me a minute guys I'm just coming in 2 minutes you just complete it actually one of my seniors birthday is there they're sending in 2 minutes just you continue it so carry on that's what so here we have completed till that let me open R2 so RDS local that was for the R3 and here is for the Tectus local right just hit enter after this AAA authentication login default and proof you have to write the Tectus plus and then local hit enter that's done now you have to set the line console password so what is the command you will type line console 0 you can enter this one we're talking about just enter this command now you are in the line interface mode config line so you have to just keep the login authentication default after this just enter this command and you can afterwards you can exit from here so you can save that just type do right save and now you can exit and go ahead with the quantity sorry you can exit from here as well so that we can verify whatever password which we have used is correct or not so we have to write first admin 3 as a username admin 3 and the password sorry what I was admin 2 it was now so just I can remove that yes admin 2 it should be I'm in the second router so admin 2 and in the password you can write admin 2 pass 55 that's done so now I'm in the enable mode so just go to privilege mode this is for Cisco pass 55 sorry enable Cisco enabled was 55. That's done. Now you can be in the configuration. You can check all this configuration. So that's done. अभी इसको चेक करोगे तुम लोग का फुल आएगा तुम लोग भी ऐसे करो कंप्लीट check the result. I hope you'll get the 100%. Yeah. So we have completed all these things, all the configuration. Everything we done. So you have to take the screenshot of it. This one I didn't upload in the classroom. I created that year one classwork for today. तो मैं तुमको 2 टास्क दे रहा हूँ आज जो है ये तो कंप्लीट करोगे एक और जो है ये कॉन्फ़िगर नेम स्टैंडर्ड आईपीवी फॉर एसीएल एसीएल स्टैंडर्ड एसीएल बहुत ही सिंपल है तुम लोग खुद से भी कर सकते हो तो इसको ट्राई करना स्टैंडर्ड एसीएल कॉन्फ़िगरेशंस तो ये और देखो तुम लोग को 14.55 एंड 14.56 ये 3 तुम लोगों को करना है ठीक है मैं एक काम करूँगा तुम लोग को एक बताऊंगा ये वाला करा दूंगा मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में तुम लोग ये वाला होमवर्क this one you'll complete today. I'm doing extra work. In tomorrow class, I'll show you this one or this one, anyone, whatever you want, and you will configure this too. This is similar to that. In standard one, I will show and other will be your homework. Accordingly, we can proceed. So class work is for 13.4.5. Okay, so this one done. Now the next one you can start. That is 14.5.5. That is based on standard IPv4 ACL. So I will give you the overview of that. So that in next class we can proceed. So you don't have Linux class today. Man is having health issue. So we can continue with this. Let me connect once again. Go to 14.5.5. Audible guys. Just see. This is about the configuration and applying the name standard ICL. So just have a look. We will start in 2 minutes. So just you have to take all this, overview and all. Just go through all the overview and objective. And then we'll start now. एक बार सबको पढ़ो तुम, सिनेरियो को रीड करो, ऑब्जेक्टिव को पढ़ो, फिर हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे इसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. हाफ एन आवर लगेगा, ये कंप्लीट हो जाएगा आज तुम्हारा. Just we will start in a few minutes.
Oi, gणेश चतुर्थी कहिले हो?
Okay, so let's start now. Here, if you see the objective and applying the name ACL, verify the ACL implementations. Let's just look at the background, like they were talking about the senior network administrator has asked you to create a standard name ACL to prevent. I'm audible, right? Just confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. They ask you to create a standard name ACL to prevent access to a file server. And the file server contains the database of the web applications which will be apply on web manager workstation, that is PC1, and web server that would be need to access the file server, and all other traffic to the file servers would be denied. So here if you see the instructions, like the first part where you have to configure and apply the image here. So first of all, you all have to verify that that all three workstations which should be able to ping both the web server and file server. So all three workstation means what? PC1, 0 and PC2. So if you go to the PC, just go to the desktop, command prompt, ping the server, file server, like here type command ping 92.168.168.200. This is for the 100.100. This is for the web server. Certainly, you can ping the file server as well. This is the web server you have ping. Now you can ping to the file server. That's done. It's pinging. Now we can configure the name standard is here. That we have to configure name is here on R1, right? So here you see the some basic command that will be required. You can check with the other PC as well. Like you can go to the command prompt. This is all the different workstation PC 0, 1, 2, 3. So type the ping, and the IP is for the web server 192.168 dot 100.100. This is for your web server. And similarly, just do it for the file server as well. Enter. Just done. So now we can go ahead with this router. PC0, PC1 are done. I think PC2 I have not done. So just do it for the PC2 as well. 92.168.200.100 as pinging. Now do it for the 100.100 as well. Yeah, that's one also done. It's great. Okay, now just go to the router. Just close this. You have to move to the router 1 and just configure IP access this standard file server restrictions. This is for R1. Click on R1. There's only one router only. So just go to the CLI, enable on 3 डाल दो और ये command चला दो. Right, and here you have to permit this host and permit this particular host, and rest of the host you have to deny. So you can type this permit host. This IP is simple. को परमिट करना है 20.4 को. देखो 20.4 क्या है, बेसिकली 20.4 जो है हमने PC1 को कॉन्फ़िगर किया है, और फॉर्मेट कर 100.100 जो है वो वेब सर्वर का है IP, इसको फॉर्मेट कर रहे हैं. ये दोनों को और PC1 एंड वेब सर्वर को वी आर जस्ट गिवन फॉर्मेट. Just done. I'll just deny rest of this. And deny any, sorry, by mistake I typed denied any. Deny any. Done. Now you can just check with the show ACL access list, right? So it will show you what are the configuration you did till now. You can exit from here. Just type the show access list. So access, basically which host you want to allow and which one you want to deny. For that purpose, we use the access list. You have to type do so because I'm in the config mode. So config mode, we have to type do so. It will be in the privilege mode. So there you can type show access list. So here you have to type do so. Hit enter. See, we have permit that this particular host. So PC1 we have permitted. And the wave server also we have, I think 100.100 was the wave server. Yeah, the 100.100 also we have given access, right? Then this one we did it already. Now we can just do it for the file server restriction that will be out, like in this case. So just run this command. So I need to go to the config mode. So here a config if. So I need to go to the interface, interface 0/1. So I need to type the command int. If you want to enter the interface in int, if 0/1, hit enter, right? And then type this IP. This IP, just you have to use it here. Paste that. And save the configuration. Do right, you can type. That will be saved. Similarly, and now you can verify the ACL implement is right. So here we can show the access control list. Command to verify the ACL and so run or show IP interface to verify all this ACL which is applied on. तो देखो अब ACL जो है ना अभी इससे पिंग करोगे, देखो ये तो परमिट है, दूसरे से अगर इसको पिंग करोगे ना ये सर्वर पिंग नहीं होगा. तो देखो वेरीफाई कैसे करोगे तुम PC1 को, देखो ऑल 3 वर्कस्टेशंस विल बी एबल टू पिंग वेब सर्वर. ठीक है, वेब सर्वर सारे कर देंगे बट PC1 and web server should be able to ping the file server. Repeat the show access list. फाइल सर्वर को केवल कौन करेगा? PC1. पहले तो फाइल सर्वर सब कर रहा, अभी सब नहीं करेंगे. देखो जैसे अगर PC फाइल सर्वर का क्या था IP हमारा, देखो 200.100. Now if we'll ping from this PC2, just look at that. Just go to the command prompt, just type the command ping and 192.168.100.200. ये हमारा IP था फाइल सर्वर, सॉरी 200.100. 200.100 ये किसका आईपी था? फाइल सर्वर का आईपी. देखो अभी अनरीचेबल, यही फाइल सर्वर को तुमने पहले पिंग कर रखा है. देखो यहाँ पे इसी PC2 से थोड़ी देर पहले तुम लोग पिंग किए थे, देख रहे हो. अभी ये अनरीचेबल हो गया क्योंकि ACL क्या किया, इसको ब्लॉक कर दिया, इसको पैकेट इससे कम्युनिकेट नहीं होने देगा. तो ACL का वही काम है, किसी होस्ट को अगर हमें डिनाई करना है, किसको फॉर्मेट करना है, कि किस सर्वर को एक्सेस करना है, किसको नहीं एक्सेस करने देना है, तो वो कर सकते हैं. लेकिन अगर मैं PC2 से, देखो मैंने तो फाइल सर्वर को नहीं किया, ठीक है. अभी मैं एक काम करता हूँ, जस्ट अ मिनट. हेलो सर, एक्चुअली आई एम इन द क्लास. हेलो किसको सर, किसको? Audible? Am I audible, guys? Okay, so like that, we'll check this other chips as well. This one we have connected to the file server, which was showing the destination was unreachable. Now we can check with this just 100.100 just ping. देखो ये पिंग कर रहा है, तो मतलब तुम्हारा वीप सर्वर जो है ये पिंग कर रहा है, बट तुम्हारा फाइल सर्वर नहीं कर रहा है। वही हम लोगों ने वेरीफाई किया, राइट। तो ऐसे जो है तुम लोग बाकी जो है सारे कलर हमने कर लिया, बाकी किसी को भी ऐसे वेरीफाई कर सकते हो। इस कंप्लीटेड हो गया, 100% दिखा है। ये भी मैं क्लासरूम में क्रिएट कर दूंगा। तो तुम लोग का 3 लैब तुम लोगों को कंप्लीट करना है। ये फर्स्ट 2 तो मैंने कर दिया, लास्ट वाला तुम लोग करोगे खुद से। तो ऑल 3 लैब्स विल कंप्लीट, ओके। रिमेनिंग विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। इफ विल बी हैविंग डाउट विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास। हम लोग मैं कल तक लेट इवनिंग तक का डेडलाइन डाल दूंगा। अगर कोई डाउट हुआ तो कल डिस्कस भी कर लेंगे, राइट। See you guys in the next class. Make sure that you
Sir.
have uploaded. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, that lab I started again, but still it didn't means the IP is not coming.
Not coming. Okay, so you can do one thing. You can take the screenshot and attach to me in mail and write that there was some technical issues. Due to that, you are
Okay,
able to figure out. Mail में drop कर दो, जितना complete हो रहा है उतना करो, उसको skip कर दो।
अच्छा सर, क्लासरूम में भी कमेंट कर दूंगी क्या?
हाँ हाँ हाँ, वैसे भी कर सकते। क्लासरूम में comment करो। Okay,
ओके,
चलो,
थैंक
I'll
यू।
see you.
एक